Alrighty, guys. So today, what I thought I would teach everybody is how to create a Wix site. It's something that I get asked for probably quite regularly. It's basically Wix is just a platform, and it has templated websites, so it's perfect for those that not are technologically disabled. That's not probably the right word, but basically, it makes building a website super easy, and super fast. So what is Wix? So basically, it's a application on your browser. So all you have to do is open up wix.com in your browser like this. Now you can either press get started or you can press sign in, depending on if you already have a website creator. So I already do. So you can either continue with Facebook, continue with Google. I'm going to log in and get you started. So when it comes up, basically all you have to do is click on My Sites, Create New Site. Yeah. And you basically, so for this example, everyone needs an online store at the moment. It's the middle of COVID times. You don't know if you've got a customer base anymore. You want to keep in contact with them, or you just want to build something that's going to have the e-commerce capability. Now, if you don't know what e-commerce is, it's basically just selling things online. And taking payments online and basically having your products in store. So for this example, we might just do an online clothing store. Simple, easy, and we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do in a separate video is that we'll do a service-based website, because a lot of people sell services, and they want to create a website to show those services off. I've just finished one for shoefly.co.nz. They provide, pest control things, services, and things like that. So yeah, so basically, this is what it will lead you to. So you've got the Let WIX ADI create a website for you, or create your website with the editor. Now, I find personally that the editor is great. If you want somebody to step you through, then let Wix ADI basically create your website for you. It's great and easy and all that sort of stuff, and it's designed for you in minutes. Now, the thing is, with editor, you can have a little bit more control. So you can find that you can do a little bit more graphic design wise. Now, don't stress if you're not graphic design minded. It's absolutely fine. Basically, Wix allows you to use their templates in a way that you can look like a graphic designer really easily. So we're going to click on Edit a Template. And then it brings you to all of the templates. So for this online clothing store, we might be selling funky tees. That sounds good. So we edit template here, and we go along to have a wee look. Now, while this is loading, basically, a good idea is to start looking at what domain name you'd like. So crazydomains.co.nz is amazing. If you're not in New Zealand, obviously by my accent you can tell I am. So basically, www. So for example, if we're going to do a funky t-shirt business, we go funkytshirts.co.nz. Nope. .co.nz. Why does it always happen when people are watching me type? Now you press search. So this is, so there's two things to building a website. There is the domain name, and then there's the hosting, and they're your two main costs that you need to think of. You can get these all for under $30. $30 a month. Super simple, super easy, and basically everything's done for you. So say I was going to register funkytshirts.co.nz. I'd go add to cart, I'd go to cart, and it'd just be like buying anything else online. You don't have to register it for 10 years, you can register it per year, and usually, if I'm right, yeah, so you click on this drop down menu here and you go, I actually only want it for 1 year, and so it's $26. You then go on. Now, the thing is that a lot of people don't know is that they will offer you a 3-month website builder. Now, after that 3 months, they will automatically charge you for the rest of the year. So, as you can see in very, very small writing here, it says will auto renew at $54. Yeah, so previously I'd accidentally forgotten to take this off, and yeah, basically they charged me $54, and luckily Crazy Domains are great. They've got awesome customer service. I rang them and they just credited back my account. It's not ideal, but I mean it happened. So anyway, so you delete both of these. I mean, if you feel like having funky t-shirts online, then that's fine. But basically, your main thing's going to be funkytshirts.co.nz. Now, the funky t-shirts online, I always just leave because it's a year's free .online extension for your chosen domain name, basically. Now, there are other things I highly suggest you get on top of this. This would be now, if you're going to use WIX, personal email is not. You just don't need to do it through Crazy Domains. You can't pay monthly on here. That's why I chose to use WIX for my email. I'm all about keeping costs low, especially for my clients. So yeah, they do a lot of things on Crazy Domains, as you can see. We'll talk a bit more about SEO later, but basically SSL, that's the biggest thing that you need. So if you're running an e-commerce store, you need to get an SSL certificate. This just makes sure that all of your customers' details and everything are, are not taken and all that sort of stuff. So if you can't afford it straight away, my suggestion is get it as soon as you possibly can. I understand that you're coming here because building your own website is a costly procedure, and I get that. So this is why I'm trying to show you all the tips and tricks that'll make sure that you don't spend a horrendous amount of money setting up a website that you may only use for 1 month. So yeah, so then you sign up and you complete it like an online purchase. So once you've done that, it should have loaded over here. And so this is what you'll see for your website editor. Now, the best bit about the website editor is that these strips here will show you what is going. See these lines here? Now, they aren't actually shown on the website. They are only shown, these grid lines are only shown just for your reference. The same as if you were to move an image around, you'll see when the middle is hit with the pink line there. So yeah, so this is basically a free-for-all. Now, we've got dev mode up here. You don't need to worry about this at this current stage if you're very new to coding and everything like that. WIX, the best bit about WIX is that it doesn't require you to be able to code. Hire a partner for your website. I would say hire locally instead of choosing them as a partner for your website. But hey, if you want to go through WIX and get a beautiful design, I mean, I've never used it myself, and I've heard that, all good things. So, yeah, so then you've got the help, which is always great because then you can search the editor. So say I wanted to search up and go SEO, and then it'll come up with, get found on Google, manage your blog, all that sort of stuff, and then apps as well. Okay, so you've got your site, so you can preview your site, get feedback, publish. Now, get feedback's great for those people who are making sites for their clients or customers, the same as I do sometimes. So basically, get feedback, you click on it, you save your site, and you go through those steps. Then you send it out to your client and see if they like it, and then they make comments. You've got to be aware, if you are making it for somebody else always has a different opinion of what their website should look like. So it's never going to be right the first time. So the thing is that you make a basic draft, you send it to them, you get their feedback, and then you redo it to a certain degree. This is why planning is so important. So you make sure you know what your client wants, you know what they need on their website, and you go from there. The design is always going to be different to what they imagined. Okay, so we've got connect domain, which we don't need to do just yet because obviously we've just bought the domain name on crazydomains.co.nz. So what we're going to do next is so these are just all settings that you can access from the settings bar. Again, I don't really use up this sort of area. I always use down the side. So down the side we have if we want to switch our pages, so we're on the home page at the moment, so when a customer comes in they're going to see your home page, or whatever page you've set for your home page. This is also very important to have the main points on because not a lot of people go past the main page. Right, and then on the left you've got add to site. So you can add a lot of things to your site. So a strip is basically one of these. They've got templated as strips here. So for example, if you wanted a welcome strip, which is what you usually have on your page. So what I'll do is I'll delete that one, and then we'll just add a welcome strip here. Right, so I'm thinking that, yeah. So as you can see, you just drag it off there onto here, and then you've got the freedom to enjoy whatever you want here. So we're going to go Funky Tees NZ. And that's pretty cool. So you can change all the font and everything over here. So all you do is, say I just wanted to change the font of the E, I'd highlight the E and change the font size, change the stencil, change the font, or I could even organize the styles. So for example, I don't want that E to be that heading, I want it to be this heading. Now the one thing is that with the styles, with the themes, you need to make sure that even if you've highlighted the E, it's actually going to take that whole entire box. So if you want to change the theme of just one letter or one area that's within the same box, you need to change it into a different box. Right, so we've worked our way through that. So we can change fonts and all that sort of thing. And obviously, if you want to go back, if you don't like any of your work that you've just done, the undo button is just up there. You can zoom out and reorder. You can redo. So say I wanted that E the way it was. Oh no. Ugh. It's because I'm not in there, I reckon. Okay, we are going to run into a few technical difficulties. Anyway, because I'm just winging this, guys. Now, to change the strip background, you just click the strip, change strip background. Wow, try saying that 10 times. And then you find whether you want to change the image. So, for example, I don't want, whatever that confetti is, I want a t-shirt. Now, the best bit is that the media with WIX is great if you just want stock photos. Now, you type in t-shirt. Okay, so they aren't pretty funky. Maybe we'll write funky t-shirt. Funky t-shirt. Okay, so it turns out, oh, that's kind of cool. I really like that. So we're going to click that. We're going to go change background. There we are. And now, obviously, we've noticed that our font doesn't work in with that. So we click our font, we change it to black. Ooh, there we are, that's way better. And I don't know, maybe like blue or something. Let's go with that. So what you can see is the theme colors are all there, but I've decided to go away from the theme colors because, you know, I'm not a graphic designer. Can we just put that out there? Right, so we've got Funky Tees NZ, and we have put a different background in. Now what you'll notice is now you've got this big old gap here. It's because there was a container box there originally, so we can either drag that down, drag this up. It takes a little bit of playing around with. My bad, sorry. Drag all that up. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to group all these elements. Now when you group an element, you hold down Control while you're clicking everything that you want to group. So this here is just very, very easy to do. And then you click, there should be a group. Group. There we are. So you hold down Control and you say group elements. Sweet. So now you've got that in the container box. And hopefully this. And then you're just going to move it all up. Sweet. So you're just going to move that all up to the top there. And then you move this old guy all the way up here. So you need a bit of white space there because I feel like that's just not working out for me. There we are. So now you've taken that white space out. With the AI sort of like WIX, like when you create it through that sort of robotic sort of type, it does make it a little bit easier because there's not as many white spaces, but it also makes it very, very difficult if you want to do some intricate sort of things. That's basically it. So basically, what they've got is they've got the women's collection, the men's collection, and check out our new collection, which is really cool. Again, stock images are great. However, you want to stay away from them and get as many of your own images as possible because obviously you want to show off your products and you want to make sure that the photography is very, very clear. Because websites show up on different platforms and different places and everything like that, you need to make sure that your photography is up to scratch. If it's not, people are going to shy away from buying a product that they can't see clearly or, you know, that isn't showing off in the right way. Again, this is all something that you can work on. So you can continuously improve websites. That's the best thing. They're so editable that you can do that. Right. So then you add in your About Us, a little paragraph of how Funky Tees started. Funky Tees started in t-shirts, NZ. Started in little old Southland. I don't know if you guys know where Southland is, but it's right next to Antarctica. That's where I'm from. So quick links. Then you click on quick links. So you've got your women's, men's, and lookbooks here. Now, if your customers, if they click on About Us, I'll just double check that I'm going to tell you guys right. So I've gone into preview. I just like it when people don't show you how to get to places that you've just clicked. Sorry. So you can click on About Us and it will take you to the About Us page. You can click on the quick links, and obviously I haven't hyperlinked it yet, so that's why it won't take us to the women's. Oh no, actually, sorry, the women's will take us to the women's wear, and men's will take us to the men's wear, so on and so forth. So basically, About Us, they've hyperlinked this text. And then they've hyperlinked these three here. Now, if we go back to the editor, so I'm not going to change any of that because you don't need to watch me change any of that. However, I will explain what a hyperlink is. Now, hyperlinks, if you've never used them before, they're basically, you will have seen them in emails and all that sort of thing. So they are basically just text. Here we are. See this little dude here. So I've basically highlighted women's, and there's a link on it. And now there's no link on it. So now there's a link on it, and we go, we press on link, and we go, okay, well, when a customer presses on this, what do they want to get to? Now, you probably want them to get to a page on your website. Now, you can click down, figure out which page, because it's the women's, you want them to go to women's. Now, where it says, how does it open? You go new window or current window. So this is really handy for if you want to make sure, you don't want all of them to be on new windows. Basically, if somebody clicks through your website, you want it to flow on. But if you want somebody to come back to that page, for example, like, hey, they want to have a look at a product, they want to, you want that in a new window because you want them to come back and buy that product, but you want them to find out the details in a different window. You can click on new window. I'd say mostly stick with current window because, as I said, it helps the flow of the website. So that's all done. Oh, did we do it? Huh, yeah. It's all linked there. So that's wonderful. Right, I don't know why it suddenly has a underline. We don't need an underline. Awesome. Okay, so we've looked at hyperlinks. Now, this is your header, and this is your footer. Now, the thing is with headers and footers, they're on every page. They're great to have on every page, super easy, because everyone wants to be able to go through the menu. So when you're actually looking at the site, so we'll go preview, we want to click on home, we want to go home, we want to click on men's, we want to go to men's, we want to click on contact, and we want to ask a few questions. So it's basically handy to have that consistent, as I said, a flow of a website is a very important thing. So people don't want to be coming in and out and in and out and in and out trying to figure it out. Like having to always go back to the home page is a bloody nightmare. So anyway, so we're going back to the editor. There we are. Now, so I'm just going to leave this all as is because it's super great. This is a slider gallery, another thing in the ad. So yeah, so we've been through strip, we've been through, well, text, I mean, it's very self-explanatory. Basically, if you want a bit of text, you can just add it in and go, I am a bit of text. Woo. And that can basically go anywhere. You can also do effects. You can do character and line spacing, which means that every time you press enter, it's not going to go halfway down the page. It's very, very handy. Right, so we'll just go, we'll actually just undo all that. Yes, so we've been through strip, text, image, again, just like text. You can upload, you can go to your image collections, which is actually really handy because it will have all your images. Maybe it's under here. Oh no, my uploads. So my image uploads will have all your images that you've already uploaded to the site. Now I'm a bit scared to click on it because I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, sweet, wonderful. So you can go upload media here and then upload from computer. Just realized we probably shouldn't go into that. Right. And then you can click on a file or drag and drop it there. So for example, actually, it's not too bad. Yep. We're going to click on that. And yay, my beautiful picture is going to be in there. And we can add that to the page if we feel like. That's exciting. So that was me, guys. Wonderful. So, That's right, we're going through the ads section. So the next one is button. Buttons are great and handy. You can have them in all sorts. Document buttons. So if you want to add a document, you can actually hyperlink a whole PDF document or anything like that through here. iTunes buttons, WIX check buttons, these are great if you know that your client or yourself are going to be available at all times. And basically have their phone nearby because it can come straight through to them. Now, gallery. Galleries are cool. I like them. So this one here is a slider gallery. So basically, when you preview it, that's the one. When you preview it, you can go along and it's basically easily accessible. And hey, I want to buy that product. I don't want to buy any of the others. I want to, oh, that's kind of cool. And then, yeah, so that's a slider gallery. It's just basically all of these photos are linked. And if you click into it, you can go manage products. And it will take 9 million years to load. And yeah, so basically you can click, I'll go through the market shortly, the shop shortly, and we'll go from there. But basically this just has your featured sort of ones, the ones that you want to sell a bit more of and all that sort of stuff. Okay, I think that's the home page. Oh, that's right, and we're back here. So you've got decorative sort of lines, basic shapes, featured, vector, icons, animals and nature, logos and badges, and characters. Now, also the video boxes are quite cool. You can add a video box and then add your YouTube. So if you, YouTube sort of thing, so if you right click, you can go change video and then you can even just, I don't know, add it all in there. There is a YouTube like hyperlink one. Which I'm pretty sure. Oh, cool. Pretty sure is around here somewhere. Maybe it's not this one. So it's a video box. Add. And it was under decorative. Maybe it's interactive. Transparent video. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's, oh, here we are, video and music. So under video and music, you can add a YouTube player or audio players or anything like that. Basically, it's just a way of getting that stuff sorted. Now, lists and grids, box, these are all very self-explanatory. Interactive, these are kind of cool. I like the light boxes especially. So a light box you would have seen if you went onto a website and suddenly it came up with, oh, subscribe to our site to join our mailing list or something like that. It's basically something that yells at you straight away. I like them personally, but a lot of people shy away from them because it's in your face sort of marketing. It depends what you're going for. If people you know, would want to sign up, would want to subscribe, or you want to promote something specific, or even I know that when one of my client's shops is shut, I try to put a light box up to say, you know, it's alert level 4. I don't know if people know that what that is in New Zealand. Sorry, around the world, but in New Zealand it means that basically all shops are shut, except the essential shops. So it's really handy just to show the customers instant information, and they're basically very clickable, like very easy to click out of. Does that make sense? So yeah, so basically they come up with something like this, 50% off all summer collection, and you can just click out of them. Cool. Right, we don't want that on there. Anyway, and they're very customizable as well. My menus. So these are the menus at the top. You can add another one, but they'd be weird. Can't say I've ever seen a website with more than one. So you can manage your menu from here. Oh, that's the next one down. Let's not skip. This is meant to be a step-by-step and I'm not acing this. Right. So then you can add your very particular social bars. You can do them in the color of your website. So this website's theme's obviously grey and black. So I might want to add that there. So then I've got contacts and forms. Okay, I don't want to add that there because it looks ugly. Right. Social bar. So you've got YouTube, subscribe. You've got all these really, really cool things all up here, and you've got them in different ways. So, like for Facebook, I know a lot of people just want a like or share button, but then there's a lot of other people who want to have their whole bloody stuff posted on there. Now, don't be scared of this one. This is great because it's so easy to organize. So all you need to do is write in your Facebook page's ID. Now, this is a hard one to find. What I'll do is I'll make a note to put how to find your Facebook page's ID in the comment below, in the description below, because sometimes it can be quite confusing. And anyway, so I will find you a simple how-to on that, and add it into the section underneath. Right. So we've got this. Yeah, so we're at social, we're down to contacts and forms. I love these. These are great. There is payment forms. I wouldn't suggest you use them. The payment methods probably, well, I mean, you could definitely use them if you felt that you were comfortable using them. Have a play around. Like, you can basically not do anything wrong on here. But the contact forms are a basic necessity for every website. People want to contact you and be able to contact you, so they do contact you, and they're able to do that through a contact form. They're pretty, and you can have whichever ones you want. There's a multi-step form as well. So this might mean that they just go through a few steps. Basically, that's all it is. Donations, job applications. These are just more themed forms. And so people, with every form that you have, the best bit about WIX forms is that you chuck them in. You can format them how you like. So for this one, say I wanted to add a new field and I wanted it to be an address. So I just go down here and I go auto-complete address. Easy. It's just jumped in the bottom, but no, I don't want it at the bottom. So now I go back here, I go form settings. Now I've told you it's super easy and I can't find it. Maybe it's under here. It will automatically, oh, that's exciting. Okay. Layout. Okay, as I said, a lot of this will just take a little bit of playing around with. Yeah, so definite need is a contact form. So you need a homepage, contact form, and obviously for e-commerce shop, you need a shop page as well. Awesome. About us is a pretty standard as well. But they are again optional. The best bit is it's your website. You do what you want. But if you want people to actually buy things and understand you and be able to contact you, these are the main things you're going to have because the homepage essentially drives your customers to your door, and you've just got to show them what you can offer. And so these are the things that are very essential to your website. Awesome. Okay. And it's a good place to start as well because this can look very, very overwhelming. Right, so we've got the contact forms all sorted out. Boop. Delete that. Now we're moving on to Embed. Now, I've used Embed a few times. I love it, to be fair. I might do a separate video on the sort of things that you can embed here, but basically embedding means, well, actually we could embed a site here. So embed means that basically you enter a website address. So for example, on here I wanted to show what's a good website? I don't know, something safe, neropets.co.nz. No, .com. It's like .com. I don't know. A lot of people won't remember this, but yeah. So we're going to apply that. Probably add an HTTP as well, because that actually makes the website work. Oh my gosh, I'm not acing this. Ah, there we are. Awesome. So Neopets is going to show up in a random window, and you can make this as big and small as you like. And the best bit is people are on your website and they still can search other things. You know, that's oh my gosh, Neopets was so cool. Right, so that's basically what it means, is that they're still on your site, but they can also look at other things. Or utilize other sort of things. So, for example, on this one here that I created the other day, shoefly.co.nz, under services, I created a calculator, and this was embedded into the website. So people could basically decide how much they wanted to spend and how much it may cost them to have whatever it was. So this is, and so this is embedded into the website. Super simple, still on the website, still hanging, and yeah. So, we're just going to exit out of that, because I always have way too many tabs open. This is just a show of a busy mind, I think. Right, content manager. Not really usable for, like, I don't know, for smaller sort of basic websites. You probably don't need to worry about that. Start a blog. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to start a blog. Yeah. Honestly, I've never used a blog to a point where I need it. So my suggestion would be, if you were going to start a blog, it would be in the likes of a portfolio sort of way. So if you had special unique items, or a story behind each item that you made. I'm a big fan of small businesses, and if you ever go to some really cool New Zealand small business websites, you'll see that they are all handcrafted and they have a story behind each product. Great place to put that would be in a blog. Store. So this is your store. We'll come back to your store because it is a thing that you manage all by yourself. So you've got bookings as well. So that's again a services thing. I am going to put a services website. A services. How to make a services website. This is more an e-commerce one. I am just going to write that this is specific to e-commerce. And then you've got members, you've got a members login and all that sort of stuff. To be honest, people don't mind just relogging in their details or saving it at the cart. It's never going to be an issue unless you specifically want a little forum of members. It's pretty easy to figure out how to use that. Now, next on the left is your site menu. Yeah, I did wonder. I thought my store was down the bottom. Your site menu will show you home, about, men's, women's, lookbook. So these are all your pages. So you can click on them. You can delete them by going onto this little dot, dot, dot. You go delete, you go hide. Hide means that it's still available, just not on your site menu. So if somebody was to hide the homepage, but they went to your homepage, they could still see it. So just be wary that it is still there. Right, so you can reorganize them too. So I want the about section before the home section. No. And then you can set the home about section as the home page, and you can reset it back. Again, just play around with it. You can't really mess anything up. Now you look at the settings on each page, and for example, you go, what do we got here? So SEO is search engine optimization. So basically, the WIX sites are great for the fact that your website will eventually do very well on Google because it's set up so Google is able to trawl it very, very easily. So this is your opportunity if you go into SEO basics to basically put what your site's about. So for example, mine's the Funky Tees NZ. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but and then you just write a quick page description in here. So you go, we make a little amazing funky teas, blah blah blah, and you write in a description that puts in your keywords. So you've got to choose a few keywords. For me, it would be funky teas, and made in New Zealand. And you've just got to make sure that you always put this and say my new unique selling point would be free shipping nationwide. Also, never ever owning a t-shirt shop because I feel like other people could do it way better. So yeah, so that's the only thing you really need to worry about on your page settings there is making sure that one, the tag title is done. So we'll do it again over here. So this is the about section, about, and then you just put Funky Tees NZ again. And this page directly is the story behind Funky Tees, and just describe to Google. You're talking to Google here, so you want to make sure one, you add the keywords, and two, you add what the page is about. So then if somebody was like, hey look, I want to know the story behind Funky Tees, and they type that into Google, the story behind Funky Tees, it won't take you to the home page, but it will take you to the about page. Again, another way for you to funnel traffic through to you. All right. So that is basically it on the pages. You can add, delete, and all that sort of thing. Now, this is sign up and login, so this is your member sign up form and all that sort of stuff. You don't need them. To be honest, I've never used the member login. It's never been of any use to me. Right, store pages. So this is a bit more complicated. So when you click into a page in a product, I'm just trying to think. So Mighty Meats, for example. This is Mighty Meats, and I want to shop online. So probably go to the assorted store items. So here you are. You've got the product. The product's all in a gallery, but then I need to know a bit more about. The breakfast sausages. Yum. This is a store just down the road from me, so yay. So basically they've got their breakfast sausages. Now I've clicked into it. It's telling me that there's breakfast sausages, 9-pack. I can buy them for $4. There is many available apparently. Oh, just 2. And then I can add them to my cart there. Now, so that is the product page. Then the shop page. So it just shows how it is, basically how each product is going to be shown. So I'm the product here, the quantity and the price. add to cart, buy now, product info, return and refund policy, always a good thing to have. Please make sure you have a return and refund policy, especially if you're going to be shipping goods and all that sort of stuff, because then you can refer your customers back to them. Obviously, good customer service requires you to be a little bit lenient around your return and refund policy to make sure that you're, one, nobody's going to give you a terrible review on Facebook, and two, because then those people will hopefully come back if you provide them with really decent service. So return and refund policy, very important. And then they also have a product description down the bottom. So this is a great product page. Right. So yeah, so product page, and then you've got the shop, which is all of your products just chilling out and which gallery you'd like to use them with. You've got the cart page, so this is once I've added it to the cart. So for example, if I added this to the cart, it would come up here, but now I can view the cart. So this here, the view cart page, is what page we're on here. Does that make sense? So that's a cart page. So, and then you've got the thank you page here. So this is basically once the customer has made the order, they go, thank you for your order. Say, for example, Tamara, you'll receive an email confirmation soon. And then it will give you the order number, the total, shipping to, and, you know, you've thanked the comfort customer, and it's great. Awesome. Okay, so then we're going to move on to these little light boxes. It's just a promo small bottom, that one there. So it's just another way of entering into your light box. Exit mode, awesome. And then this one's just a quick page transition. So I personally, I don't know, if you see, so that one, ooh, what did I click on that one? So that's a crossfade or an out in. So basically, it just goes on top of each other. You're not going away, but you still know it's a different page. So it's just the way that the pages transition between each other. Awesome. This is your theme manager with your text and your colors. You can manage them the way you'd like. It does make, if you're doing quite a bulky and full website or lots of pages, it does make it quite simple to get through if you have specific headings for specific places, and also the continuity there we are, continuity that you have through the website is also quite pleasing to people aesthetically or something. Oh wow, so many big words. Right. The page background. Now don't be fooled, because this page background is not like right here. It is behind the strips. So for example, this here is a strip, but your page background is still, you know, as I said, behind everything else. So the best bit here, so here we are. So this guy's got his page background like this. Ta-da! Home. Ugh, my gosh, and everything's gonna, and you see, the best bit about a page background is that it kind of, I don't know, accentuates everything. I use it sometimes. I noticed on Shoefly I didn't. Shoefly. Shoefly pie, that's awesome. Shoefly, my hands are getting really cold. It's, you know, almost in the minuses down here. So, so this guy here only has a white background. Really, really easy. Simple for the customers because they can see everything. But also, you know, it accentuates these two photos here. It's just whatever you plan on and whatever you feel like doing. We're going to undo that and take that away though, because it's fugly. Right. What have we got next? So we've got the background, we've got add apps. Now a lot of these apps, have a look through them. There are a lot of free apps, there's a lot of paid apps. There's only a few apps that I've really used. I love Schedule. Oh, well, apparently it's not there anymore. So I used to use that for any classes that I used to take online, so on and so forth. Media. Now, look, there's my face. So this is where you just upload your media. It's a different way of doing it than up here at the image sort of area. Oh, there's your start a blog button again, my favorite thing. Now start selling with WIX e-commerce. Now, this is where you set up your shop. So what you can do is you can go get started, go to dashboard, have a wee look around your dashboard. This is very important because you need to make sure that you've got everything sorted. The first thing I suggest is going into settings. No, this is, as I said, it's just not quite sure where I'm going. Okay. Now we've looked up everything. Shipping, there it is. Right, so your shipping is your biggest thing to set up first. So it was under settings, and you go down, and you go shipping. Awesome. So the rest of the world has free shipping, and New Zealand has free shipping apparently for these funky teas, NZ. Luckily, I'm not going to have to pay for that because this is a non-existent shop. So what you can do is you can actually edit it by region. So, for example, I don't want the whole of New Zealand, but I want the South Island. South Island. Maybe Southland. Southland, maybe? Add the country first. Oh, look at this. This is great. New Zealand. Sweet. 17 regions. Acing it. As I said, I'm struggling a little bit here, but okay, so say you wanted to give Southland free shipping. So I've clicked on Southland after I've typed in the country name, and I want to offer free shipping. Easy. Done. Save. However, we've only done one region there. Now we've got to add the rest of New Zealand. So we're going to type in New Zealand. New Zealand. And we've got 16 regions left. So we're just going to go 16 regions, and the rest of them have to pay a flat rate of $4. Whoop. Save. Oh. Okay, so this is called Rest of New Zealand Shipping. So this is what your customers will see. Or maybe just shipping nationwide because I'm a little bit crazy like that. Awesome. And say it's going to take 3 to 5 business days. And I'm going to charge $4. And save. Done. So now with New Zealand, I've got 16 regions at a flat rate of $4 and one region at a rate of free shipping. Free shipping. Sweet. So that's the first setting you need to worry about. Now, obviously, you've got to look at your products. So you go into Add a Product. And you've got your products here. So this first one. Oh, that's a cool t-shirt. Okay, anyway, so we're going to pretend we're going to sell this, but I don't want that image. I want this image as my main image. So when people click on it, it comes up with that, and you can scroll across to that. Absolutely love this. This is gorgeous. Right, but I've got to rename it to Funky Tea Rainbow Style. So that's what the customer's going to see. I don't want to charge $45. I want to charge $1,580. Cool. But it's actually on sale down from $3,000. Nope. It's on sale. Okay, so the sale price is, okay, cool. So, gotcha. Okay, cool. So the sale price is actually $1,280. So if I wanted to bring it down from $3,000, I'd write down. Oh my gosh! Now I'm terrible at maths. Can we just put this out here? So say I wanted to take 1,580 off it. So it's now 1,420. Show price per unit. You can write in a product description. Beautiful rainbow design. Awesome. And the best bit is you can put some return and refund sort of policies in here. Again, very important. Seriously, think. But oh, this guy wants Marvin or something. What would you like screen printed onto here? Onto this t-shirt. And then you can make it a mandatory field, which means that if that's clicked, basically they have to answer that question before we keep going. I've used that in a few different ways, just as a loophole to be like, oh well, what size harness is that for your dog or something like that. So then people can do customized sort of things. So you can kind of work your way around these sort of things. But I've actually only got, say, 23 in stock. So I've just put that in there, 23. We've got a flat rate, so shipping weight doesn't matter. And if, they wanted to buy this on a monthly basis, we'd go monthly. Subscription details, so we'd go monthly, duration, auto renew until cancelled, and we go apply. You've added a subscription to this product. Sweet. Maybe later. Awesome. So then we go save, and we currently have a product. Ta-da! Funky Tea rainbow style. So you go through and you do all these, and that's great. Now we go to inventory, collections, back in stock requests. These are all very, 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 easy to navigate. So anyway, we'll go back to here. Now your next step is to do your payments. Oh my gosh. Down here, accept payments. Now, you can do Stripe. Personally, I love Stripe. You can do PayPal. PayPal, higher fees, not everyone's too happy to go through PayPal. And you can do manual payments. There is also Afterpay, Lay-by. Not sure if Lay-by is in New Zealand. Not sure yet. So Afterpay and Lay-by are ones that you can definitely get done, but also Stripe. So to connect Stripe, you go connect, you click connect to sign into your Stripe account, you go create Stripe account. Now Stripe is a whole different payment ball game, right? So I'm not going to take you into my account, but this is Stripe over here. So when people pay for a product, a big question I always get asked, so I'm just going to put some links in here. So into the description box down below, I'll put crazydomains.co.nz. I'll also put stripe.com. ENNZ. Right. So these Stripe is a payment gateway. It's by far the safest one I've ever used, and it's super simple to use. So basically, the pricing depends on how many purchases, so on and so forth, you have. They're very honest about it. So basically, it's 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. So, for example, if somebody was buying that for a $1,490 thing, they would pay, oh my goodness, calculator. Oh look, now I've got 2 of them open. I told you I'm acing life today. Right, so we've got $1,490. 1490 times 0.29. Yeah, and then plus 30 cents. So basically, out of that transaction, you will pay to Stripe. Don't think there's a cutoff. Yeah, no, there's not. Awesome. Just thought I'd double check before I gave you the wrong information. Minus $43.51 of Stripe fees. The best bit about Stripe is that they manage all of your customers' credit card details. They also have subscriptions. Again, I've shown you that through WIX. They have subscriptions of their own through Stripe, which is how my clients will pay for their websites. But on top of that, they pay pretty fast. So your first Stripe payments will come through after 10 business days. It takes a heck of a long time for your first payment. But then as it goes along, it gets shorter and shorter. And sometimes, I mean, you're only waiting 4 to 5 days. And that's when it's deposited into your bank account, and it is so transparent. It shows you how much the estimated amount is and all that sort of thing. I will see if I can find a how-to on Stripe and link it in the comments below. Right, back to payment methods. So they also have offline payments, which is just saying, hey, look, your customers will get your bank account details. So say, for example, I want customers to please deposit this amount into bank account XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX bank of funky teas. Into the bank account, Bank of Funky Teas, New Zealand, and just your bank account details there, to ensure that your purchase is confirmed. We do require payment. Make sure you write this: payment within 2 business days. And then and before shipping. So yeah, just basically some outlines to the customer and then just connect it. So basically that's a option for manual payments. Boom. Sweet. So PayPal, again, I'm not going to explain it. If you like it, use it. However, I highly recommend Stripe. Afterpay, again, has higher fees, but if you've got products that are worth a lot of money, you need to make sure you have Afterpay, because it will up the ante a lot against your competitors. And heck, it's only a 4 to 5% margin, and I know, like, I know it can be tough, especially for small businesses, but you're opening yourself up to such a big clientele when you go with Afterpay or Lay-by, and they're quite selective of who they choose. So make sure that your website is up to scratch before you go ahead and get Afterpay. Right, so you've added all your products, your store pages are there, or your store pages are up there. Now you're ready to go. You basically, your website's looking amazing. However, you need to switch over to mobile. And this is where the fun stuff comes in. So basically, let's get this. Basically, this is what your website will look like from a mobile. And let's be honest, 80 to 90% of us, we use mobiles to scan for products. I'm not a laptop user when it comes to online shopping. All of my online shopping is bought via my mobile or my tablet. So this is very important. So this is the best thing about WIX is they find the most important information and they make sure it's in there. So you can change the settings of how it looks. You can click up here and see what's missing. You've got your menu icon and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes things do need a bit of a move around. For example, this here could definitely do with a bit of white space. This could move over here a little bit. And you could just move these up here. So it's very simple. The only thing with the mobile bit is that you can't actually add, correct me if I'm wrong, you can't actually add anything to it. So if I wanted to do another About Us, I don't think. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. I don't think you can actually add another part onto this. You can definitely have a play around with it and see what you can find, but definitely make sure you preview. I was almost say preview. Preview it before it goes online, because the thing is, as soon as it goes online, people will be looking it up on their mobile. It's to be guaranteed. So yeah, so that's how you look at your mobile website, go through all your pages, make sure that they're all good, but you've basically got a functional shop. You've got a functional basic shop. As I said, you can come back, you can do your SEO, you can add members pages, you can do everything, but you need a basic shop to start off with. So yeah, just make sure you've gone through the website, make sure that all the buttons click to where they're meant to click. So when you go down to the About Us, make sure that, all these quick links, they're all linked to something, especially the contact form. Make sure that the contact form, if they fill it in, actually gets sent to you. Now, how do you do that? So you click on this, you go, this is a very good question, form settings. There we are. And then we go settings, and we go, oh, okay, we want to get notified. And we're going to notify these people by email. This is my email address, by the way, guys. So if you have any questions, some kind feedback would be nice. But if you have any questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to give me just flick me a email. I'm here to help. Absolutely love small businesses, especially those from New Zealand. Yeah, so you're ready to go with your small basic website, and you can add pretty much as many products as you like. It won't run out. It's never run out for me before, unless you have a massive. Why did I press that? Oh, great! My site is now published in live online. This is fan-freaking-tastic. Right, we're probably going to have to unpublish that very shortly. But here we go. So you click on here, and you can upgrade and connect to your own branded domain. So now you've bought your domain over on Crazy Domains. Oh, Crazy Domains. Boom. And what you need to do is you need to follow the instructions from the WIX website editor. And you need to, when you do upgrade, it will come up with a part here to say connect to domain, and you'll say, yes, I got it from a different provider. Sorry, I didn't buy it through WIX, but they don't do .co.nz. And yeah, so this is why I buy mine from Crazy Domains. So essentially, once you've done all that, you've connected your domain. It does take a wee bit of time, and there is a little bit of technical things to it. It means that sometimes, sorry, I will just have a show of this. So when you go into Crazy Domains, here we are. So for Shoe Flight, that's the one. Oh, okay. So yeah, I do need to activate my domain certification there. My bad. So basically, you go into domains, you go into your domain that you've bought. So Shoefly was the one that I did the other day, and then you basically just modify these, and they will give you the codes to do this. They will step you through it. Wix is great like that. And once that's up and running, your domain will be connected within about 2 hours maximum. I don't think it's ever been more than half an hour, to be honest. And that's all done. I'm just going to work out how to unpublish a website. I've never had to unpublish. And we'll go from there. Right. So, as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link everything in the box below. I'm basically just reaching out to most New Zealand businesses, and step by step and all that sort of stuff, and also overseas businesses who find that they can use WIX, because obviously, like, it's quite a huge thing. Now, WordPress and everything like that, why am I showing you WIX? It's the most basic way to set up a e-commerce site. Shopify have high fees. I love them. I think they're great, but WIX has been my main go-to for a very long time. And I like it. I will end up putting up a WordPress website instructional guide at some point, but this is my WIX one. And so we will be adding more things such as services and all that. So please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And yeah, just follow us for more tips on how to navigate your way around this world, this technological world. It's been an absolute delight.